Which ancient object was found in a shipwreck and contains a surprisingly sophisticated system of gears for tracking celestial cycles? Correct answer is Antikythera mechanism. Which country has a national flag that features a dragon? Correct answer is Bhutan. What unusual property does a freshly cut piece of bismuth often display? Correct answer is it can grow colorful geometric crystals. Which ancient civilization used a smoke signal system to communicate messages across long distances? Correct answer is Greeks. Which animal can survive without a conventional stomach because it digests food through a highly specialized intestine? Correct answer is sea star. Which country contains a road famous for being built from millions of seashells? Correct answer is United States. What is unusual about the seeds of the coconut palm? Correct answer is they can float across oceans. Which ancient writing system has never been fully deciphered despite extensive study? Correct answer is Linear A. Which animal can produce offspring without a male through a process called parthenogenesis? Correct answer is Komodo dragon. Which country has a lake famous for naturally occurring bubbles of methane trapped beneath its winter ice? Correct answer is Canada. Which ancient Roman material became famous for becoming stronger when exposed to seawater? Correct answer is concrete. Which animal can detect tiny electrical signals generated by the muscles of prey? Correct answer is shark. Which phenomenon can make the horizon appear to contain a second, upside-down image of an object? Correct answer is superior mirage. Which country has a gravity hill where cars appear to roll uphill when placed in neutral? Correct answer is India. Which substance can spontaneously ignite when exposed to air under certain conditions? Correct answer is white phosphorus. Which animal is famous for having a tongue covered with backward-facing spines that help it hold on to prey? Correct answer is cat. Which ancient civilization constructed enormous underground water channels called kanets? Correct answer is Persians. Which natural phenomenon can cause sand dunes to produce a loud humming or booming noise? Correct answer is singing sand. Which animal can temporarily reduce its body temperature to survive periods when food is scarce? Correct answer is common poorwill. Which ancient invention allowed people to determine their position at sea using the stars? Correct answer is astrolabe. Which country has a naturally occurring phenomenon known as Catatumbo lightning, famous for exceptionally frequent thunderstorms? Correct answer is Venezuela. Which animal has a specialized blood system that allows it to survive in extremely cold Antarctic waters? Correct answer is Antarctic icefish. Which material was once used to make early aircraft because it was lightweight and relatively strong? Correct answer is balsa wood. Which ancient city had a sophisticated sewer and drainage system long before modern plumbing? Correct answer is Mohenjo-daro. Which natural event can cause a lake to suddenly release a huge cloud of carbon dioxide? Correct answer is limnic eruption. Which animal can use polarized light to navigate even when the sun itself is hidden? Correct answer is dung beetle. Which ancient civilization created the world's earliest known recipe for beer? Correct answer is Sumerians. Which natural phenomenon can cause a rainbow to appear around the shadow of an observer standing on a cloud or mountain? Correct answer is glory. Which animal can survive in extremely salty water by actively removing excess salt from its body? Correct answer is brine shrimp. Which ancient mechanism was used to deliver water automatically to certain parts of a city using differences in water pressure? Correct answer is hydraulic automaton. Which country has a village where houses are traditionally carved directly into volcanic rock? Correct answer is Ethiopia. Which animal can recognize the voices of individual members of its family even after years apart? Correct answer is elephant. Which ancient city was designed with streets arranged in a precise grid and had houses with advanced drainage systems? Correct answer is Mohenjo-daro. Which plant can survive for centuries by storing huge amounts of water inside its trunk? Correct answer is baobab. Which animal can deliberately create waves to knock prey off floating ice? Correct answer is orca. Which country has a lake famous for bubbles of methane trapped beneath its winter ice? Correct answer is Canada. Which ancient people developed a method of preserving bodies using salt and other substances? Correct answer is Egyptians. Which animal can use its ears to help regulate body temperature? Correct answer is fennec fox. Which phenomenon makes some clouds appear to have rainbow-colored edges? Correct answer is cloud iridescence. Which country is home to a giant stone sphere that has puzzled researchers about its original purpose? Correct answer is Costa Rica. Which animal can use its tail as a fifth limb while climbing through trees? Correct answer is spider monkey. Which ancient civilization created enormous underground chambers connected by tunnels and shafts? Correct answer is, Cappadocian civilizations. Which natural phenomenon can cause enormous ice chunks to suddenly break away from a glacier? Correct answer is, glacial calving. Which animal can survive for long periods by breathing partly through its skin? Correct answer is, African lungfish. Which country is famous for a beach where the sand can make a squeaking sound under your feet? Correct answer is, Bahamas. Which ancient device could automatically dispense a measured amount of liquid after a coin was inserted? Correct answer is, Heron's vending machine. Which animal can change its body color according to its surroundings and mood? Correct answer is, cuttlefish. Which phenomenon can make the sun appear as if there are 2 or 3 suns in the sky? Correct answer is, sundogs. Which country contains a desert where some areas have received almost no measurable rain for extremely long periods? Correct answer is, Chile. Which animal can remember the location of thousands of food caches? Correct answer is, Clark's nutcracker. Which ancient civilization used a system of knotted cords to record information? Correct answer is, Inca. Which animal can produce a defensive spray that reaches extremely high temperatures? Correct answer is, bombardier beetle. Which natural phenomenon can make rocks appear to move across a dry lake bed? Correct answer is, sailing stones. Which ancient civilization developed an early form of a water-powered machine? Correct answer is, Greeks. Which animal can produce light from its body to communicate with others? Correct answer is, firefly. Which country is famous for the Rainbow Mountain, whose colors come from different mineral layers? Correct answer is, Peru. Which animal can survive freezing temperatures by producing natural substances that protect its cells? Correct answer is, wood frog. Which ancient writing system remains largely undeciphered today? Correct answer is, Linear A. Which animal can sense electrical signals produced by the muscles of other animals? Correct answer is, shark. Which natural phenomenon creates a glowing ring around the shadow of an observer? Correct answer is, glory.